Oh, wow, Brown Weaver got called up by the Rangers, and the Pirates called up Lee for Rio. GG, yeah. Sorry about that, sports. I was gone for like 20 years.
MLB The Show has baseball now on a Sunday afternoon at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the San Diego. Wily Peralta will be on the mound for Game 4. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
John Jay makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Left fielder, John Jay.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And obviously, that includes taking the first 3 games of this series as well. So they're out looking for the sweep here in the finale.
And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think the guy to watch is Matt Kemp. He leads his team in home runs, and they really rely on that power to help them put runs on the board.
Alexi Ramirez steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Braun has a play. 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively.
Chris Carter through 39 games has 6 errors. Well, 38.
Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters. He's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
Matt Kemp is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And now the Brewers will get their first cut. Robbie Erlin gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys,
do you know who Robbie Erlin is?
2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Hit the other way out
right
toward right field.
I had to think that.
Is there to make the catch, and it's a 1-pitch out to start the home first. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, definitely be aggressive at the plate. You've got to come through with clutch 2-out hits, and don't leave runners in scoring position. That's the key.
Striding into the box, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Fly ball out toward right field. On the move is Kemp. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Hold on.
Ryan Braun will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. These Padres, Eric, as they take the field this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
And this has certainly been a weekend to forget so far. They've dropped all 3 games in the series, and they have not looked particularly good doing it.
Yeah, and that's a 2-out error right here in the first inning. Now, you hate to prolong any inning, but especially the first one. Now you're going to force your guy to face another dangerous hitter in this inning when he should be relaxing in the dugout.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Milwaukee leaves one after one. No score. Brett Wallace will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Brett Wallace.
And that's in there for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
1-2 is the changeup had him
Depending on
out
how
in front
season
there.
goes,
And
I
this
think
is
I might
exactly
trade
what he does so
Jonathan
well.
before.
He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Into the seats, 0-1. Peralta into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. VR is there in time to first, and there are two away.
Oh, you sports.
Batting sixth, the catcher, number 3.
Derek Norris will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. And this is up and in, ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Padres down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Scooter Gennett will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Aaron Hill comes forward for his first try at the plate, and you have to think something's got to give. Clearly not going his way of late. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Hit hard to short. On to first, and Hill is a ground out victim. 2 away now. Domingo Santana will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games.
104
As
right
hot
to the
as they
first stop
come.
is crazy.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Fastball called for strike two.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Bottom of the second here with no score. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's the put away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And that misses 2-2. Hit to first. Wallace scoops it up, and Wallace will step on first himself, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll move to the third with back at Miller Park in Milwaukee as we get you set for the top of the third. Corey Spangenberg will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And he falls
You know what's
behind
funny? Spike, he
0-2.
missed the first game of this series, but ended up taking a no-hitter up to
And
like
he reaches for one
7
out of his
points
own
in
and
innings,
misses rather
and I gave
badly
up a
for
hit.
the first out. Melvin Upton Jr. will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
I feel bad for him. That was a good take.
And this is
Yeah.
swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Robbie Erlin will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he
You gotta
stays
throw something
alive.
else, buddy. Change up.
Nope.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Count is 1 and 2.
Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not Jonathan Villar will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, 3-1 now to start the inning. You don't want to set this up for him so that the pitcher gets a sacrifice opportunity.
Called strike 2, and now it's
It is
full
what it is.
3-2. And they really bumped
I
him
should've
up on
taken
that
that.
one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Into the box now, Wily Peralta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. High in the air out to center field. Upton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So 2 away in the Brewers' half of the 3rd. And we'll go back to the top of the order now for Austin Jackson. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or 2 to get himself together over in the dugout.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Push to the right side. And this will be put away easily for the out. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. John Jay will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Peralta sets his sights. Here's the 1-0. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
That's
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
That's just telling me it's time to go
Try
to
to
work.
bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Hill fields it cleanly.
Damn.
Will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning. Settling in now, Alexi Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Counts 1-0.
Lays
No,
off
that's the no-hitter.
1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 2-1. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Matt Kemp will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this
That's a
might
strike.
be
Come
his
on,
first
man.
real test of the ballgame.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
That's a ball.
That's a
No
strike
offer
2.
on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
1 away. Brett Wallace in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Oh, a
Got him.
fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Yonhervis Solarte is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Long throw to the plate. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Damn.
Derek Norris gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Hit hard down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Just a touch inside, perhaps.
He
it's
is
2-1.
not giving me
A 2-out
any
hit
strike
here
calls.
would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Right back inside.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on. Jonathan Lucroy is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Ryan Braun, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now. High and deep to right center. Back goes Upton Jr. Still going back.
Let's go.
And
We tied up the
this
game.
one is gone. A home run. Ryan Braun with the solo home run. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Brewers have come back to tie things at 1.
11 home runs, 404 feet.
Well, he retired 8 in a row, so he's trying to go through the entire lineup here, but this guy, he's got other ideas. That'll snap you back to reality in a hurry.
Here's Chris Carter now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. They've measured that last home run officially at 404 feet. Hit to short. Fielded by Ramirez. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The second baseman.
Into the box. Scooter Gennett. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Upton on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Brewers do pick up a run on the Ryan Braun homer. We played 4, all even at 1 apiece. Corey Spangenberg heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Second baseman.
Peralta gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Melvin Upton Jr. is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Dude, Wily Peralta is going to be
victim set down on strikes thus far.
Really good for us.
Robbie Erlin
The way he's pitching right now,
looking to put the bat on the ball for a change
here
with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Aaron Hill comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Third baseman, Aaron Hill.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
3-0 now. A little shaky here to start the 5th.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too tired. You figure he'll settle back in sooner or later.
Takes this the other way to right. And
let's go, single.
So the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, this latest dry spell, it's dropped his average all the way under 240. So he'd like nothing more than to string a few of these together and get back into some kind of rhythm at the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1 run, 2 hits. And
it takes us a while before we get into the groove.
So far. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. This is lined to left.
Got that one there.
Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit.
Let's go.
Put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Batter number 5, shortstop
Jonathan Villar comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. fly ball out toward the
Nope, it's not gonna be tied.
Upton has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Here comes the first pitch. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gone as he puts this one down. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with one out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because as a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Austin Jackson will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Line to the right side. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove.
Damn.
And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. 5 innings complete. The Brewers lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, John Jay, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Swung on, missed, 2-1. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Swing and a miss.
Got him.
5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Alexi Ramirez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, a lot of people talk about Alexi Ramirez's incredible rookie season, but 2014 was really a breakthrough year for him as well. He was named to his first All-Star game. He led all American League shortstops in home runs, RBIs, slugging, and extra base hits.
Now here's a ball popped up. Playable, however, for Lucroy behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Matt Kemp will stand in. He struck out.
Do you think we should
popped
keep
out
him
in
out there
2
for
trips.
7th inning of
Well,
work?
not a great start at the plate. We'll see
What do you
if he
think,
can get
Sports?
something to
Do you think we
drive
should keep
right
him out
here.
there?
Both clubs with 3 hits in the
Another
ballgame.
inning?
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Depending on how this goes.
Tap fouled at home plate. Peralta's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Jonathan Lucroy will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers half of the 6th. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world there was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
In there, a base hit.
That's a single.
So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. So we'll see if he can stay
My phone's
hot in
messing
the
up.
dog days of summer and even move up on that list. Having a great year regardless, though.
Chris Carter will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. Pitch out, nothing doing.
If you guys hear anything, it's my phone.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ground ball left side. There is Solarte. 1 there. On to Wallace, and they get them both here. A double. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to
so we're
start
taking
the
him out.
7th.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Corey Knebel is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Yonhevis Solarte is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Derek Norris. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. In there at the knees, strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the
Oh, they
hole
gave me
now,
that strikeout
0-2.
last time.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee
Oh,
eye,
okay.
and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
That
This guy does
misses,
not
says
give
the home
anything
plate
on
umpire.
the black.
1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And that is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Yep.
Corey Spangenberg ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. On the ground up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego. They're down 2-1. Scooter Gennett will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Scooter Gennett.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. Here it comes. Hit out toward second. Fielded by Spangenberg. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Aaron Hill will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Backhanded. On to first, and Hill is a ground out victim. 2 away now. Domingo Santana steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be.
There we go. Domingo Santana has been our best. It's been a surprise for us.
Now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, I think they've seen enough of this guy for the weekend. He's absolutely eaten them alive, and he's at it again as he drives this one for 2 bases.
First offering on its way. Jonathan Villar stands in as he looks at a called strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Hit in the air out to right. Moving under it, Kemp. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Alex Dickerson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Jeremy Jeffress will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Alex Dickerson is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while. And
got him.
When he does, you can forget it.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Will Myers will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Will Myers.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat, it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Damn.
Just a touch outside, 1-2. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
John Jay digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Man.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Our score remains 2-1. Alex Dickerson will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Drew Pomeranz is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Dickerson.
Yeah, apparently he can hit lefties real well.
Alex Presley is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
I think he's going to throw something down.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Hard hit ball to second. Spangenberg is there. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Not much I could have done with that.
The center fielder, number 27.
Austin Jackson will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Pomeranz sets. Here's the 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He likes working low.
Jonathan Lucroy digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Lucroy will take the turn and head for second. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. Ryan Braun takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to the lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Chris Carter will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right
That's crazy. They walked Ryan Braun. That's the
first
time I've seen that.
Fastball that's 1-0. Grounded to third. Solarte's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Will Smith is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Alexi Ramirez. And they'll need him to get something going here. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. Nothing in 1. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Grounded to short. VR has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Matt Kemp will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now, 0-2.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to stay back.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Yeah, a lot of lefties like to throw that slider down and into right-handed hitters, especially with 2 strikes. He knows he's got to protect, but that's a very tough location there.
All right, let's do this.
Stepping in now, Brett Wallace. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so the Padres find themselves down to their final strike here.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the
Yeah, so many
ball game is
strikeouts as a
over.
team.
good work here out of the bullpen, and he's into double digits now. That's his 10th save here on the season.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there, 12 strikeouts, and that doesn't even tell the whole story. That was as good as I've ever seen him pitch.
Yeah, 19 strikeouts as a team.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a...
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers grabbed the 4-game series sweep as they bested the visiting Padres 2-1. Looking at the standings, the Brewers are in third place in the NL Central, 6.5 games back. The Padres are in last place in the NL West, 12.5 games back. The Reds stopped their 6-game lose.
Cliff Lee just got signed by the Mets.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the American League Central, John Moscott grabbed his second win of the year as Cincinnati took care of the Indians 6-4. Freddie Freeman smacked a home run and drove in 3, helping Atlanta get the victory against the Pirates 4-1. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. The Phillies got 11 overall hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 8-4. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 4-2. C.J. Cron had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish, leading the Halos over the Dodgers 5-3. Roberto Osuna had his first victory of the year as Toronto took care of the Rays 3-2.
Loss. L. I even beat them.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Jonathan Lucroy plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, leading the Brewers to a win over the Cubs 5-1. As of today, the Brewers sit in third place in the National League Central Division. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Cubs are atop the division. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. The Cleveland Indians got together to allow 4 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-1. Heading into today, the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division. 14.
L.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the National League Central, the St. Louis Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 8-4. It was their 5th straight victory. The Dodgers allowed 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-0.
I'm thinking
Tampa
about
Bay
getting
Rays
that
swung
more.
it well with 15 hits in this one as they took down the Fish in Miami 11-3. The New York Mets cracked 14 hits overall as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-5. They now have 6 straight victories. The San Francisco Giants combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Padres 4-2. The Indians totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 9-4. The Detroit Tigers launched 3 home runs as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Phillies 6-5. The Twins hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 8-3. Evan Scribner got win number 1 on the year as the Mariners downed the A's 3-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 11-4. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
We're going to play against the Mets here. I think playing against the Mets would Either. And then I guess we'll play against the Phillies as well. So that's gonna be it. Peace. All my hard work I used. Oh, well, I mean, still 8 games behind.